Well, hey guys, welcome to Bow Hunting Soul. So, why am I holding a boot? Why am I holding this boot? This video is going to be not anything hunting related or archery related. It's going to be about the Keen Logandale. Okay, now you're saying, well, what does that have to do with anything on this channel? Well, I don't know. I review a lot of stuff, and you know, a lot of us work really, hopefully most of us work. A lot of us work really, really hard, and you know, that affords us the time, hopefully, to be able to you know, A, earn a living, and B, be able to go out hunting and do the things that we enjoy. So we need gear that's actually gonna allow that to happen, right? So I work in an industry where it may kind of sound soft, right? I mean, I basically make like soaps and lotions and shampoos, even though I don't really need it. You know, hand sanitizers, you know, that kind of thing, right? But I work in an environment where, you know, my shifts are like, you know, 12 hours a day, and I work a whole lot more than that actually during, you know, the rest of the week and stuff. And I'm on my feet a lot. So I really, really wanted something like super comfortable. I wanted something super durable. I work around a lot of chemicals. I work, you know, around, I don't necessarily like, you know, kick like bricks around like a bricklayer would or construction, you know, worker would or whatever. But I do work around lots of, you know, pallets I'm moving around, you know, 55-gallon drums I'm constantly like, you know, putting a toe into and like rocking back, you know, moving around. Very physical job. So I needed a boot to actually like, A, be comfortable, number one, and two, stand up to the abuse for, you know, hours and hours and hours and hours, you know, a day, and hold up. So, you know, on lots of recommendations, you know, I've heard a lot about Keen boots, right? Everyone says these are like super, super comfortable, best boots they ever owned, that kind of thing. So I decided to give them a try. So these are the Keen Logandale steel toe, okay? I don't necessarily need a steel toe boot. I've never really worn steel toe boots before. I don't need one for work, but I do like the fact that it's a little bit tougher up here. And if you need to kick some stuff around and, you know, use your toe to do things, it's there for that. I'm not worried about anything falling on it, but it's more just for the toughness in the front. So the good and the bad on this one, right? I'm gonna try not to make this a super long video, although I always end up doing that. I got these back in September. Middle of September, and right now it's like February 28th when I'm recording this video. So the high points. This is this is the most comfortable boot I've ever worn. This is the first boot I've never had to actually put like a gel cell insole in here. Every boot, every shoe that I own probably has like an aftermarket, you know, after whatever, like gel sole or something like that I put in to keep up the cushioning, because the cushioning is garbage. This cushioning, from day one, I've never had any kind of break-in period, and I've never had to put in any extra cushioning inside here. It's unbelievable. And again, I'm in these like 12, 13 hours a day. So that's amazing. To me, that's absolutely amazing. Super comfortable. I have wide feet, so these are EE, right? This is the wide version. So these are 10.5 EE. EE is their wide. Now the Keen website isn't the greatest. Sometimes you can go look at search stuff on the Keen website and type in the model name of the boot or anything else you want to look at or filter, and it will not show you all the options. If you go to Google and type in, you know, Keen Logandale or Keen Pittsburgh, it'll take you right to that spot. I don't know what's going on with the Keen website. It's not very good, but you can find them. So sometimes you gotta do a little bit of digging. If you go on the site and you try to find stuff and it's not on the site, Google it and it'll take you over there. So with that said, the traction on this thing is really, really great. Again, I work in a slippery environment. It's really wet, really slippery, really goopy a lot of times. And you know, I can, I don't have any problems with traction, you know, within the bounds of physics, I suppose. It's very good, right? So the low points of this boot, they're kind of falling apart. Like I said, I got this back in September, so this is only like six and a half months at this point. Now, I don't consider myself like, you know, abusing these boots. I do try to, you know, hose them off and keep them clean and stuff. Obviously, these are, you know, clean right now. So what's a few things that have happened to them? First of all, I noticed that the tongue here, right? This is the foam inside. Like these are where the laces kind of crisscross when you tie them up. They wore through this this kind of membrane right here, right? This kind of membrane. They wore through that, okay, into this cushiony part. And it's like, okay, well, what do I need to do? Like, do I need to get like some aftermarket piece of leather and put it over there or something like that? I don't know. Another thing, of course, the laces. The laces are, I guess, were known for being junk. These are replacement laces, and these are a little bit too short that I bought. You need them longer. They go by eyelet numbers, but I don't know if they consider, you know, just these eyelets or if they consider the little hook parts eyelets too. I put in, you know, one that's too short. These need to be longer. I needed to skip this loop here in order to get these to fit, but it's not the end of the world. That's not a huge issue. One of the bigger issues though is right where the steel toe and the, you know, where the hard part and the soft part kind of have a little breaking point. Okay, that's where I've done some research, and these are kind of splitting through there. I think is it this one here? No, this one doesn't more. I've got some, where is it here? Right here, if you can see, probably can't see very well, but it's starting to split right here, okay? Right where that flexion point is. And it's also kind of cracking. It's kind of hard to tell over here, but it's cracking a little bit here. And on this boot over here, more alarmingly, I guess, is it's starting to split right down here. Now, again, I don't, you know, I'm not a mason. I don't do concrete. Oh, look, see, it's starting to split here too, right up here. See that, right that? So I don't really abuse these too much. It's just me walking around in them. So for that, I was really hoping to, you know, these are, you know, north of 170, 180 bucks, whatever they are, expensive. And I thought it was going to be worth, you know, the effort to spend the money on good footwear. And trust me, these are like walking, like at the end of my shift, I'm just as comfortable as at the beginning of my shift. I've never had that before, right? But I was really hoping that durability wise for a work boot, right? This is designed as a work boot. So you would think it would design, you know, for it to flex and move and have some, you know, account for the fact that you've got a hard, you know, shell in here that's, or steel toe or whatever that's like flexing, you know, up against, you know, soft fabric, that they would design that a little bit better. Now the tread, you know, I'd say it's like, you know, I'd say about 35% tread left maybe. You know, I know it's not a tire, but that's to be expected, right? If you weigh less too, you know, you're gonna put less, you know, pressure on this, and it's gonna wear a little bit better, right? So I'm not really concerned about the tread wear on this thing. That's that part didn't let me down, but just all this other stuff with the eyelets and the, you know, with the tongue and then this, you know, splitting, really wasn't too happy about it. Now, with that being said, Keen has a really good warranty. So I called up the, well, actually you start a warranty claim, you know, with online. You send it in, you send in pictures, you can send in your receipt. Now, actually, I didn't even send in my receipt, which was a good thing. They said, well, do you have like a credit card statement or whatever, or a bank statement that actually shows where you bought it, or you know, something that indicates that you actually bought these? Because the receipt that I had, I actually turned this in to work, and we get reimbursed up to like $100 or whatever for workwear kind of thing. So I never actually had the receipt with me. I hadn't had it for a long time, but I was able to go back on my credit card statement and find that I bought this, you know, this boot. And they said, yeah, that's fine. They sent in pictures. They said, send in pictures. And I did. And lo and behold, they said, yeah, we're going to warranty your claim. Fantastic. So they actually sent me a voucher for up to like $210. And so then I got these, okay? This is the Keen Pittsburgh steel toe, okay? So kudos to Keen for, you know, honoring this. Now, this is also a work boot. It's steel toe, but it's a different design, and I'm gonna give it a try. It's got different kind of flex. I barely worn these because actually I got these in the mail after I, you know, sent in my voucher, totally free. And these are also 10.5 EE, but they're just a little bit smaller than my Logandale. So I'm gonna send these back and get an 11 instead of a 10.5. But that's not, you know, Keen's fault. All these shoes are different. You know, it's a different model, obviously, so they're gonna fit just a little bit different. But, you know, this has a different kind of flex points. It's got different flex, or at least, you know, sewing at different parts. And it's got a harder leather here, I think, where the laces cross, rather than on here, which didn't have leather at all. You notice that up here, this is just, it's not like this. It's just this kind of perforated stuff. It's not really hard. Whereas this one, where the laces cross, it's got some hard leather there, right? So the same deal, you know, really good traction, same, you know, same sole, same cushioning, same everything. So this is the Keen Pittsburgh, and I'm really looking forward to, ringing these out once I send them back. So I needed to make this video before I sent them back so they're nice and, you know, I actually have the box and everything like that. So there you have it. My kind of take on Keen footwear is absolutely, I love it. It's my first experience with it. I love the comfort. It's beyond more comfortable than anything I've ever worn, and I'm really picky about that. Like I said, I've never had to like not buy like cushiony gel soles and things like that, and this straight up, you know, for after 6 months of, you know, being in them for, you know, all day, day after day, they're still just as cushiony and comfy as day one. And that's amazing to me. That's really amazing to me. So I really wish, and they're kind of cool looking boots too, in the black and yellow, you know. I really wish that the durability was a little bit different on this. I really wish they used different, you know, somehow this was, instead of bonded chemically, I hope it was like stitched in here, because this isn't stitched. This is stitched, but this isn't stitched. And you know, kind of durability wise for a work boot, I think it needs a little bit of redesign. But we're gonna see how those Pittsburghs work out, and yeah, we'll give you kind of like a long-term review on that one. So anyway, I'm gonna leave links below. Okay, definitely check these out. If you know, if you're not, again, I don't consider myself rough on these things, and I did say I work around like chemicals and stuff. I work around, you guys might not know what anything are, but like anything that has a fragrance, like we get like barrels of fragrance and oils and coconut acids and things like that. And it's not like sulfuric acid, I just call it an acid, but a lot of these chemicals, you know, do kind of break down fabric and rubber and, you know, textiles and stuff like that. They do break that stuff down. But I try to, you know, if I'm stepping any of it, I try to hose this off, you know, and keep it clean and not having it sitting on there for a long time. So I do try and keep, you know, keep these in good condition and not having any of that stuff that's going to eat away at it sitting on there any longer than it has to. But anyway, if you're interested, I'm going to leave links below for both the Logandale and the Pittsburgh. This thing has been reviewed to death, I think. A lot of people love this style of boot. Not necessarily, I don't really see a lot of reviews on the steel toe version of it, so I can't really talk about that right now, but I can tell you about this one. You don't even feel the steel toe. It's so comfortable. So, all right, that's it. I've rambled on long enough. Keen Logandale, Keen Pittsburgh. If you like this video, if you know, you have a need for good, you know, footwear or whatever to, you know, get you through the day, definitely worth checking these out. All right, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks.